So for those that don't know me, my name is Emmanuel Light. I've worked in the financial sector for about 8 years. And about a year ago, I read this amazing book called The Richest Man in Babylon. It's a book that talks about financial independence and security. And after reading it, something just clicked with me. And after that, I made a promise to myself that by the end of 2016, around this time last year, I made a promise to myself that I was no longer going to be a part of Team Rent, and I was going to jump on Team Owner. I wanted to be an owner. I wanted to own my own home. And the problem was I had some big hurdles. My credit score, to be 100% honest with you, my credit score was below a 620. Money saved in the bank, I had zero. I didn't have anything saved in my savings account. My 401k, I drawed on it to pay down bills. And I had north of $60,000 in debt, and I made less than $60,000 a year. With all that said, living just outside of one of the most expensive cities in the world, Boston, Massachusetts. But with that, I sit here and I could tell you that in 1 year, I was able to purchase my own home. But not just a house that pays for itself. Yes, my mortgage, my utilities, water, sewage, internet, cable, etc. all paid for. The house pays for itself. And that's something that I could show you and really walk with you with other Facebook Live of how that was done. But I really wanted to jump on here to talk about two mistakes people make. The first part really that I learned is your mindset. Thinking that you can't own a home. And that was a big hurdle for me. Not that I couldn't see myself owning a home. My father instilled in me that I could own my own home. But the problem with my mindset was I always came up with reasons of why I cannot do it right now. Well, the credit score is too high. I mean, the credit rate's way too high, or whatnot. You just I constantly came up with reasons of why I could not start right now. And maybe the same thing for you. You constantly have reasons of why right now is not the time. Maybe, I have kids, or like me, didn't have the money, or I don't have the credit score, or I don't have 20% to put down. As I told you, that's exactly problems I had. And today, I stand here telling you that I own my own property in under a year with all that. And if you don't start the process, how would you know? How would you know you can't? Because like me, my credit score was below a 620. And in a year, I own a home. I had zero saved. And to be honest with you, my down payment was zero. But I didn't know that until I start the process and someone told me. So you just have to just put that mindset, get that mindset that you could. And then start the process and everything will answer itself. And even if you have certain things you need to fix, how would you know what you have to do? How can you get the help if you don't start the process of home ownership? Starting the process of looking into it or whatnot. Number two, the second mistake a lot of people make is that really sometimes starts from your mindset, is you don't get a pre-approval early on. I know so many people, and if any realtors are on here, they tell themselves, well, I don't want to get a pre-approval until I find something I like. And in this process of really looking to help a lot of people with home ownership, I hear so many stories of people that start looking for homes, find a house that they really like, and then they go run to a lender, run to a bank, whoever, to get a pre-approval. And by the time they come back, the house is in contract with someone else. So they lost their dream house or a perfect house to get them to their dream house. Or they start looking, they're looking for a house, and they find a house and find out that they can't afford. The bank won't give them that much money for a reason they didn't know of. Or you totally undersold yourself. I heard this one a few times where people were like, you know what? Well, I don't think I'll be able to get more than 300,000. I won't be able to get more than 200,000. To find out they could get a $500,000 loan, which would allow them to be able to get a multifamily, rent it out, and just like me, have a home that pays for itself. And one thing I do not want to scare you. People always say I don't want to deal with renters or whatnot. You could get a mortgage. You could get a management company. All right. So I just wanted to touch base on those two things. Your mindset. Just get in the mindset. Tell yourself that you could own a property, that you could buy a house, and start the process. Find out what really could stop you from gaining. And the next part is when you do get that mindset, okay, you know what? Maybe I could get a house. The second thing is don't assume you won't get pre-approved or whatnot and not get pre-approved early on. Don't assume how much money you could get. So with that, I'm going to have a lot more Facebook Lives. I'm going to really dive into these mistakes and some others that I know of in other Facebook Lives. But for today, that's what I wanted to touch on. And if you are one of those people that want, you want to own a home, you want to buy a house, and that's a dream and that's a journey you want to get started on, let's walk together. That's what I'm here for. Since I got my house, that's my drive. It started with friends and family, and now I just want to open it up to whoever's looking that I could help you. And the last thing is, if you look, I think on the post at the top or the bottom, I have a Google form. If you could just click in that Google form and answer a few questions, that would severely help me so that on my new Facebook Lives in the future, so that I could really gear it for you of what you want, what your interests are, what's stopping you, what you need help with. And the last thing I'll ask is if you could just like and share this. Maybe someone out there that really needs to hear this, that could help them or want to reach out to me, and you're the only person that could get this to them. So if you could like and share, that would be greatly appreciated. Have a great day. My name is Emmanuel Light, and I believe in you. And ride my belief in you until you can ride your own belief. Have a great day.